Normally we take a look at the technical aspects of drifting in each show, but this time we thought we'd take a closer look at the cars behind the top three drivers. Now all three cars that Leighton Fine, Bo Yates and Luke Fink drive are perfect examples of top-level drift cars, but they're all quite different in many little ways. Now the Team CTS crew started off with one of the best drift cars you can buy, a 180SX. They stripped it to a bare shell and they stitch welded it and put in a full comprehensive roll cage to make the chassis as stiff and as strong as possible. From there they took the mentality of buying the best off-the-shelf parts that you can buy to build most of the car. Now up front it's an SR20 which is 2 litres in capacity and has a full forged bottom end, a HKS Step 3 head kit and a TD06 turbo, which is a good compromise between response and power, and over 350 rear-wheel kilowatts sure is a lot for a 4-cylinder. Now in the suspension department, best money can buy. IKEA Formula, Team, all the big names are in there. Up the back, it's an R33 GTR rear end to be as strong and reliable as possible. Now it uses a Power FC, which is one of the most popular computers you can get, and is a perfect example of how many drift cars around the world that are competitive are built. Now Bo Yates' car on the other hand is completely custom built from front to back. Now this little Sprinter would have to be one of the most modified ones on the face of the planet. It's got a full custom cage. The rear end is completely a custom built 4-link suspension. It uses a 3S GTE beams end, which is also a 2-litre. Everything on it is custom built. The exhaust manifold, the inlet manifold, the intercooler, the piping, it's all custom built. There's a dry sump setup, a fuel cell in the boot as well. Everything from top to tail is completely custom made on this car. Now on the other hand, the Holford Motors S14 is actually quite a basic drift car. It came over from Japan with most of the work already done, and unlike the other two cars, instead of having everything you can pretty much buy for the car, it has exactly what it needs. This car suits Luke pretty much perfectly. It's bright and it's very raw. Now it uses an SR20 as well with a forged bottom end, but it does have a stroker crank bringing it to 2.2 litres. But the head is pretty much stock on this car. Now it has a bolt-in cage, but just a couple of extra bits welded in, so it's quite basic. But of course it has all the suspension gear that you need for drifting, and also uses a GDR rear end for extra strength and reliability. Now all three cars, we've all seen how well they can work out on the track, but now it's about time to see just how well these drivers are going to perform with the pressure of the championship.